Last week, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown released its Season 5 update. This was a very important update. It introduced new taxi missions, among other features such as poker, and changes to the graphics engine and optimization. However, early bugs and issues related to AMD users, PCs crashing, and the god-awful HDR issues turned this potential saving grace into a massive car crash. Thankfully, however, 1 week later, we finally have our first hotfix. Is it too little too late? Or can we enjoy Season 5 as it should have been? In today's video, we're going to find out. Straight away when I logged in, I noticed that there was an improvement in performance. I enabled HDR and kept the same settings as before for the optimal experience and to help with comparisons. As you can see from the above and below comparisons, the improvement in performance and lighting is quite obvious. I do think that this HDR fix has improved the performance and overall lighting, and the game definitely looks a whole lot better. It certainly made some improvements. Like I said in the previous video, never had anything wrong with the graphics. Some people compare it to a mobile game, but I personally thought they were okay, I guess. It wasn't my priority on things to be changed, but I'm happy they did. The performance issues, as I mentioned, were a humongous gripe for me. I find that my PC, it's not a terrible PC at all. I have a 4070 Ti, so it's quite powerful, and yet I still struggle to get 60 FPS consistently on higher settings. I've heard that lowering the reflection settings is a massive improvement in the graphical department, and it does make a difference in fairness. So if you are struggling, I recommend you lower the reflections, as I didn't notice too much of a difference. However, we may not need to do this anymore, as the performance I noticed was definitely a lot smoother, as I noticed random cuts and stutters while I was playing this game last week. Now, with all the major hotfix issues out of the way, I'm going to highlight some of my major criticisms from last week's video. If you didn't watch it, I'll have it in the description below, or you can click on the card in the top right of your screen. My major criticism was of course related to polish. I still feel like this game needs a lot more refinement in my opinion, and so my stance there has not changed. But I do have to say, after playing this game a lot more over the last week, I am starting to see the potential in Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. After I made the video, I ended up playing Solar Crown for the majority of the week afterwards. Since my last video, I was able to finally get the major campaign more or less out of the way. I got myself to level 60 and I completed all the crown jewels. I started to feel like I was really sticking my teeth back into the game, which I haven't felt for a couple of months now, nearly a year in fact. This is probably one of the most hated racing games of all time. I think it's definitely a reminder of how not to develop a racing game. However, I do think that there are some core issues that need to be addressed, which may prevent this game from succeeding further. But if the developers can find a way to bring more updates more consistently, maybe once every 2 to 3 months, and prioritise hotfixes once a week, they may just be able to improve on that refinement that I've been talking about, and make sure that issues like this don't happen with an update again, as this game's reputation is bad enough as it is. It will also allow the developers to make sure that these updates are 100% ready to go, so we should be on to a winner. Solar Crown definitely has a very long roadmap ahead of it, and I hope they're able to complete it to its fullest potential. I still find the game to be a bit empty at times. When I drive around, I don't often meet other players, although after today's update I was greeted with a few other players as well, probably testing the new update out. So if you're yet to try the Season 5 update, you're kind of in luck to be honest. You missed the last week's chaos, but at the same time, this hotfix has improved the update so that it can be played to its fullest potential. And I have to say, in the last 14 months of this game's release, I am starting to see the improvements. I'm starting to see the vision that the developers had for this game and the potential, so let's hope they can keep this up and use the feedback from last week to improve on their polish and refinement for future updates. This could be a good learning curve for the developers at Nacon. Let's hope to put it to good use. So what do you think? I know this video is a bit short and sweet, but let me know how you feel about the hotfix in the comments below, if you've had a chance to try it. And if you enjoyed the video, remember to like, share and hit that subscribe button to be reminded about future uploads. Don't forget to hit the bell icon. And finally, thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you all very soon.